There are times when I'm so tired I just want to immerse myself in my own world. Times when I feel lost in the hustle and bustle of life, unsure of where I belong. Times when life feels so overwhelming, I find myself seeking salvation from the omnipotent. I go to church to pray before my God and, who put a Deadpool statue here? Hello to all the hardcore fans of the Marvel Universe. Long time no see. I mean, probably about 2 days or something. Well, that's long enough. But, what's been longer? The time since we last saw the Marvel Universe's most talkative and humorous assassin. But don't worry too much, because Wade Wilson is coming back this year, promising to bring audiences some eye-pleasing scenes. Not only that, but he's also bringing along a file attachment, none other than his good buddy Logan, aka Wolverine. But let's not get into our furry friend who has issues with trimming his nails just yet. We have plenty of theories about him. Let's focus on Deadpool and what he could become in this new movie. Welcome to the Theory Hub, where we tell you the most improbable stories, injecting into your brains theories that are sure to never happen. But at least they're interesting. I'm Lander, and let's dive into today's theory about, could Deadpool really become a god in the new movie? I know it sounds insane, madder than Mad Max, and crazier than Crazy Rich Asians, but just hear me out and consider my opinion. First, let's talk about the gods in the Marvel Universe. In a world where it feels like ordinary people are outnumbered by those with superpowers, humans can become superheroes just with a vial, a spider bite, an accident, or a stone. The line between human and god seems pretty thin. They even brought Norse gods down from Asgard to Earth to be superheroes, and made 4 movies about it, but only one is actually worth watching. So first, let's understand what being a god in the MCU means. Norse gods like Thor, Odin, Loki, Heimdall live in a place called Asgard, which was utterly destroyed in the 3rd movie of the series. These beings are defined as gods, but not exactly divine. They possess powers beyond ordinary humans like magic, super strength, longevity, and flashy tricks like glowing eyes, throwing hammers back and forth. But when it comes to divine powers, they seem to be lacking. Thor, the god of thunder, his abilities shown in the movies are limited to summoning lightning. But summoning a storm seems beyond his reach. He doesn't play a significant role in the cycle of life, or manipulate natural concepts. Another point is, these gods still have physical bodies and can be killed. And when they die, the concepts they represent don't disappear or get affected. Like if Thor dies, thunder still exists. If Loki dies, deception doesn't vanish.
I am the god of thunder!
So, Asgardians can be considered aliens with physically stronger bodies than humans. But their powers and roles aren't that significant.
You can't defeat me.
No, I know. But he can.
The mightiest god of Asgard, Thor, even got subdued by a mini electric shock device on his neck. What kind of god is that? Loki is the most exceptional among the Norse gods. He was just a normal Asgardian like other characters. But through his 2 TV series, we've seen his powers ascend to a new level. With the help of the TVA, Loki has risen to become an entity equal to the Creator, managing timelines and ensuring they follow their correct paths. Loki's case can be considered a true divine god. Besides the Norse gods, Thor, Love and Thunder introduces us to a community of gods from various beliefs. We have Zeus, Achilles. Overall, these gods are similar to the Asgardians, having physical bodies and can be killed, except for a few individuals with blessing powers, playing a guiding role for their followers, like the Panther god of Wakanda. Most of these gods are similar to the Norse gods, just a stronger species revered by humans. In Moon Knight, we're introduced to new gods from Egypt. These gods seem to have more defined roles and greater powers, like Taweret, the hippo goddess who guides and judges souls before their death and can resurrect them if deemed worthy. The ability to intervene in life and death can be considered quite divine. Khonshu similarly can turn the entire sky. The likes of Osiris or Ra haven't been fully shown, so it's hard to gauge the full extent of these Egyptian gods' powers. However, we can see that the powers of these Egyptian gods might somewhat exceed Thor or Heimdall. The Eternals can also be considered gods of Earth. Though just robots created by Celestials, they play the role of guardian gods for humans, evident even in their names. Athena is the inspiration for the goddess Athena. Icarus is the origin of god Icarus, all revered by humans, yet beyond their superhuman abilities. These pseudo-gods aren't anything special. Thanos is a case worth mentioning. Just a mad titan dreaming of erasing the universe's population explosion. A goal that could have been achieved by spreading anime throughout the universe. Turning everyone into otakus who only love anime girls and have body pillows as their lovers.
ニッコニッコにあなたのハートにニコニコに笑顔を届ける矢沢ニコニコ
This guy, with his infamous Infinity Gauntlet, possessed all the supreme powers a god could have, like resurrecting the dead, reversing time, wiping out the universe. But the issue is, he never considered himself a god or lord. So I mention him here, just for reference.
What did it cost?
Everything.
There are many more godly archetypes in the comics that haven't made it to the movies yet, so I won't mention them right now. It can be said that the gods in the MCU have been significantly depowered compared to their original versions, because their powers have to be shared with other cosmic entities. Coming back to our titular character, Deadpool, who is just a normal person with superpowers. Why do I think Deadpool could possess divine powers in the upcoming movie? Considering the gods listed above, to say Deadpool is a true divine god, his powers would have to be on par with the Egyptian gods, Thanos, or even higher, like Loki. This time, Deadpool's involvement with the TVA and timelines means the scale will be extremely large, affecting the multiverse and multiple timelines. We don't yet know who the main villain of this part will be, and what powers they will have. Aside from Cassandra, an Omega-level mutant, there's speculation that forces like Dr. Doom or Galactus could contribute to this event. To defeat these transcendental entities, Deadpool can't just run around shooting and slashing. To fight and become Marvel Jesus, as he proclaimed,
I am Marvel Jesus.
what will Deadpool be equipped with to have powers like a god? Looking at the trailer, I will propose the following hypotheses. Number 1, weapons from the multiverse. Different dimensions and timelines always contain special things. With the unofficial appearance of Lady Deadpool and Wolverine in a suit, it's unclear whether these variants belong to a different timeline or a parallel universe. If from another universe, Deadpool could very likely be supplied with many premium items to fight the enemy this time. Since it's a Deadpool movie, we can never guess the level of insanity, so the weapons the assassin will use will be equally mad. Besides, what's interesting is how Wade uses them. Everyone knows how creative this assassin is in combat, right? Number 2, Infinity Stones. In the TVA, Infinity Stones are almost ineffective and only serve as paperweights. However, when sent on missions across timelines and dimensions, of course, the stones return to their original power. As we've seen in the trailer, besides fighting in the void, Deadpool fights in many other places where the stones are effective. And we all know how powerful an individual can become with all the stones. Ultron and Thanos are the clearest examples. A character like Loki wouldn't think of stealing these paperweights to use gradually, but a crafty guy like Deadpool might just come up with that idea. Imagine a grand battle scene where Deadpool, overpowered and at a disadvantage, suddenly pulls out some Infinity Stones from his pocket.
Surprise, motherfucker.
It would be very surprising and funny, wouldn't it? We're talking about Deadpool, why not? The only issue with using Infinity Stones is the side effects of the stone's radiation backfiring on the user. Thanos almost lost an arm, and Iron Man died. But Deadpool is perfect for the gauntlet, even more so than Hulk, With a strong healing factor, I believe he could recover after using the Infinity Stones. Number 3. Time devices provided by TVA or Loki. After the organization was reformed following He Who Remains Death and Loki becoming the Timekeeper, TVA seems to still be researching and creating new devices, and Deadpool might be allowed to use their time devices, which could significantly boost the assassin's power. With so many devices manipulating space to time, even the Infinity Gauntlet, Deadpool could be nothing short of a god. And as he did in Deadpool 2's finale, we can believe that in the after credits of Deadpool and Wolverine. He might wreak havoc in this universe with his new powers, and show strength on par with the divine beings in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What do you think about this theory? Pretty interesting, right? It's a Deadpool movie, so we're allowed to expect a lot of craziness, aren't we? And that concludes our theory on Deadpool could become a god in the new movie. I'm Lander, and thank you for watching the Theory Hub video. Like and subscribe to the video to see more interesting and crazier theory videos. Wishing you all a great day.